2016 is wrapping up fast, and I think it's safe to say that it's been a hell of a ride, so I thought it would be pretty cool to take a look back at the best phones of this year. I'm going to be focusing on different areas, so it won't be just a regular top 5, and these are my own opinions. I'd love to know what you guys have in your top 5 list, but other than that, let's get right into it. Alright, so starting off with the best budget smartphone, it definitely goes to the OnePlus 3T. For half the price of the other huge flagships out there, you're getting the top end specs, and if you just want a reliable phone without anything too flashy, this is perfect for you. It's pretty much just an improved version of the extremely popular OnePlus 3 smartphone, and the price step isn't even that huge. The OnePlus lineup also comes with a huge bunch of little features that you don't really notice until you've actually used the phones, and it's definitely those little things that really make the 3T feel very special. It really competes with those high-end phones, and because of that, at this short sort of price tag, I think it's well worth a buy. For the best innovation, it was a little tricky to choose because we saw some pretty interesting phones this year, but the Moto Z lineup always stands out to me. Modular smartphones are something that I really want to see much more of, and I love the concept Motorola had going. Even better than that, they had a pretty decent execution with it. The Moto Z has a little magnetic chip on the back of it, which lets you attach your own accessories to the back of the phone. You could get different cases, stands, even a whole extension to your camera. It was super cool, and this stuff made it even better by the fact that it was done well. It's a shame that it wasn't as widely noticed as I think it should have been, but definitely a step in the right direction, and for that I think they've really handled this innovation aspect of smartphones very well. As for the best overall phone, this one is quite controversial, but it's a tie between the Google Pixel and the S7 Edge. Both of these phones do everything, and they do them the best. They've got the best specs, the best camera, the best performance. I could really go on, and in choosing which one is better than the other, it really comes down to your own personal taste. For me, that was the Google Pixel XL, simply because I love the stock Android experience, and the Google Pixel really is a benchmark for Android phones. It's something that manufacturers can draw inspiration from to build a great smartphone, and even putting that aside, the Pixel is a solid phone. Certain things should have been there, especially waterproofing, but I'm willing to let that pass for this one. Now, I probably would have included the Note 7 here instead of the Pixel if it didn't explode, so let's count that as an honorable mention. It was a really good phone, it ticked all of the right boxes, and I really think that's one of the best phones ever made. It's a real shame that, it had those issues, but I guess Samsung has learned their lesson from that. As for the best display, it definitely goes to the Xiaomi Mi Mix for me. Now, the reason I've included displays in this video is because to me, displays really matter for a lot on smartphones, and I know that there are phones with higher resolutions than the Mi Mix, but that doesn't take away from the amazing experience you would have using the screen on this phone. I love being able to get a good image, and I guess that's because I've come over from the PC gaming master race, but this almost bezel-less display and curved corners looks amazing. Adding to that beautiful screen and everything else that goes with it, the phone all round is a pretty solid pick. You get all the top end specs, and it's just a pretty good phone. Now lastly, the BlackBerry Priv. This is my all-time favorite smartphone right now. It's got a great display, the top-end specs, great performance, and a stock Android experience. The phone itself is great if you use it as any other mainstream phone, but if you flip it up, you've got the amazing physical keyboard that BlackBerry is known for. I love the physical keyboard on BlackBerry phones, and the fact that they did it well with the Priv while still making it a solid phone running fully on Android really sets it apart from the rest of the smartphone market. The camera isn't great, and sure, the battery life could be better, but I have a DSLR camera and I always carry around a portable charger regardless of what phone I'm using. That makes the Priv my favorite smartphone of 2016. I am obviously going to have to move away from the BlackBerry Priv in the future, but for now, this is my favorite phone and it's going to stay that way for a long time. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to hit that like button. Let me know what your top 5 phones are of 2016. It's been a crazy year, I'd love to hear from you. And if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe. I'm out. Peace.